What's going on, guys? Today we're back inside of Diablo Immortal and we're talking about minimizing grind and what Diablo and Blizzard has done to make sure that we don't have that excessive, not necessary grind inside of the game, because when I was inside of the technical alpha, I fell in love with this element. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and welcome back to the channel, where today we're talking about, well, what I just told you we're talking about. I don't know why I always do that, but yes, inside of Diablo Immortal, there are many systems that Blizzard has put together, keeping in mind the player experience so that we enjoy the game. They've mentioned it time and time again that they want us to have an enjoyable gaming experience. That is their primary concern. I'm going to be talking about 3 different ways that they're doing this directly inside of Diablo Immortal, not making us do any of that unnecessary grind. Let's start out with a little bit of backstory. I play a lot of Kingdom Builders. Inside of Kingdom Builders, there is extensive grind, unnecessary grind that you look at it and you're like, why is this even in the game, besides forcing people to pay to cut the grind out of the game? And I'm talking about research. To research one thing will take 300 days. This is the kind of grind that is just like bad for players. It doesn't have the players in mind. It has the players in mind where they're going to be forced to open up their wallets if they ever want to max out their accounts. I'm talking years and years and years worth of research that would have to be done to actually complete it if you were to try and do this for free. Now, what is Diablo doing or what is Blizzard doing inside of Diablo Immortal to cut this out and to say, you know what, we want the players to enjoy their time? We're going to start out today with the gear. All right, so one thing you would think, and in a lot of other action RPGs, this is a feature. You find yourself, let's say you're playing the Barbarian as I am right here, we're in the technical alpha, of course, running with my Barbarian, I find this axe that I fall in love with. I'm in the mid game, maybe I'm level 30 or so. I found this axe and oh, this thing is the best thing in the world. I'm gonna upgrade it, right? So I upgrade the axe, I upgrade it again, I upgrade it again. We get ourselves a near max level axe. Then a few days later, we realize we found a better weapon and we want to upgrade it. Now, in many games that are action RPGs or others, they would make you have to start all over again. Trash the axe that you spent all that time and resources on upgrading and start fresh. But it does not work like that inside of Diablo Immortal, because inside of this game, you're not actually upgrading the weapon, but you're more upgrading the weapon slot. Now, that sounds kind of weird because you actually are upgrading the weapon, but the weapon upgrade transfers to a new weapon. So let's say I upgrade my axe to level 5, and then I get a new axe that's better, higher level, does more damage, looks cooler, whatever my reason. I then can put it in its place and it will take over that rank. It'll automatically upgrade to the level that you upgraded the previous weapon. Yeah, that's incredible. So basically you could look at it as more, you're upgrading the weapon slot, because anything you put in that slot afterward is going to have and hold that same level. That's incredible. Not having to aggressively upgrade gear every time you find a new piece of gear. That's just, in my opinion, that's wasteful time. Now, I do love grinding. I mean, I play Clash of Clans. Like I mentioned, I play Kingdom Builders. I like action RPGs. There is an acceptable amount of grind, and then there is just a stupid, too much amount of grind that's there for no reason. Diablo Immortal has cut out all of the stupid grind and kept the acceptable amount that's actually enjoyable. Because listen, this is an action RPG. We like some grind. Without some grind, it wouldn't actually be the right genre. So at least we got some of it in there, but it's the important stuff. But it is not only for gear and weapons and things like that, because all of those slots work the same. Just as I mentioned, you would upgrade your axe, it would still work for another piece of gear as well for all of your slots, so that's super cool. But what about skills? Skills inside of the game are something different, and it's done very differently here inside of Diablo Immortal from other places and from other action RPGs. It's just, it's actually done beautifully. And in this case, you don't manually upgrade your skills. You don't have to grind out a particular skill. And here's why. In many games, you're gonna find a skill that you like. So for me, the Barbarian, the Whirlwind ability, where you go around and spin to win and you kill all those demons in one initial spin. It's really just one of the best in my opinion. But let's say you upgrade that to max level and then you realize, you know what? A new skill just came and I want to use that. Then you need to just kind of ignore your spin to win, and you need to then, there it is right there, by the way, and then you need to upgrade something else. Well, that is completely not even here in Diablo Immortal, because in Immortal, you don't actually upgrade your skills at all. You don't have to focus on any skills. You don't have to choose any skills that you're upgrading, because it automatically happens as you grind up your character. So as you're grinding your character closer and closer to max, as we saw in the technical alpha, it was 45. It's going to be level 60 when the game launches. As you get higher in level, you're unlocking naturally and naturally upgrading those skills. So by the time you're max level, all of your skills are going to be max level with you. You don't have to grind them individually. This is amazing, because you don't have to ever say, oh my God, I spent so much time, so many resources upgrading this skill. I'm not going to test out new skills, because that's what happens. You prevent yourself, you pigeonhole yourself in so that you don't actually try new things because of the time that you've spent and the resources that you've spent, and sometimes even the money that you've spent to upgrade something else. In other games, if I spent money and time to unlock a certain weapon, I'm not going to be inclined to play a new weapon because of the grind that I put into that one. So here inside of the game, both with weapon and with skills, you don't have to worry about that. The grind transfers over, or it's non-existent at all, as we're talking here in the skills department. Just play the game, grind up your character, your skills will grind with you, use the ones that you want. It makes complete sense. It makes total sense, and honestly, it should be done in more games. Diablo Immortal, they're doing it right. And lastly, I want to talk about the Battle Pass. This is the third topic that we're talking about here inside of the game. Now, as you guys know, Diablo Immortal is going to come with a Battle Pass. This is one of the ways that they're monetizing the game. Remember, this is a free game that's costing them millions of dollars to make. So they need to make money somehow. By the way, we just got that. And there's my skills upgrading right there. What perfect timing. My skills just got the upgrade as I upgraded to level 42. Isn't that great? But back to the Battle Pass. You get the top tier is 100% free. You pay nothing, you get free rewards. That's great. Who doesn't love that? Then, if you want to pay a few bucks a month, I'm assuming it's going to be $5. It could be probably up to $15. It's going to be a monthly pass on a 30-day cycle-ish. You would then get those bottom rewards. Now, in other games, let's use Clash of Clans, for example. For those of you that don't know, my main YouTube channel that actually made me go full-time is my Clash of Clans YouTube channel. That's right, I'm a Clash of Clans YouTuber. And I gave up teaching to do that. Pretty crazy when you think about it for a mobile game. But back on track, the Season Pass in Clash of Clans, I have 3 separate accounts. If I buy the Season Pass on one account, it works on one account. It does not work on my second or my third account. Now, Diablo Immortal is being overly generous in this department, in my opinion, and this just screams out that they are player friendly, that they are not money hungry, trying to rape you of all of your money. They want to give you a game that you're gonna love. Let me tell you how they do this. Now, you guys have probably heard me talk about this before, but if you have your main account in Diablo Immortal, you can then create other characters on that main account. So if my main is a barbarian, then I decide to have a wizard, a necromancer, and a demon hunter as well. So I have 4 accounts. We'll go like this, 4 accounts. If I buy the Battle Pass, it works on all 4 of the accounts, which means I get all of those rewards 4 different times if I play through on all of the characters, and I pay once. Let's talk about minimizing grind, minimizing just the money steal that a lot of people have in their minds about mobile games. Blizzard is not doing that. It's 100% trying to make the game enjoyable for us as players. Now, saying that is, I mean, Battle Pass, buy it on one character. If you want more value, create more characters in your account and you'll get all of them with that Battle Pass, all of them upgraded, more time for you to play, more rewards to be had, all for the same price as that Battle Pass. Let's talk about how that minimizes grind. You're gonna be able to get so many more resources from that Battle Pass. They're gonna help you upgrade, speed things up for you. It just says to me that Blizzard is doing it right. They have us in mind, and I'm stoked about it. Now, I did mention before that Blizzard does need to make money. They need to make some money. The Battle Pass is probably gonna be a large amount of where they make money, but it's not gonna be all they need to continuously support this game. And this is a balance we need to accept as gamers. We can want a free-to-play game that we never pay a dollar in, but that game is not going to live because they're not going to make money. They're not going to be able to support people supporting the game, and the game will never get updates, and we will then have a dead Diablo Immortal game, which none of us want. I anticipate them making a ton of money from this game, from Battle Pass support, from Legendary Crests, as you're seeing me use right here in these rifts. You're watching the Elder Rifts. Remember, when you use a Legendary Crest, you're guaranteed a Legendary Gem. And this is the only part of the game, really, where there's grind that's different. Like, of course, you're grinding up your character. You're going through, you're playing the game and grinding up your character as a whole. While that's happening, you're getting weapons, you're getting your skills upgraded like we spoke of. But the gems are where you're going to have to do a bit of grinding to find the gems and upgrade the gems to the levels that you want. Remember, you get gems from just playing the game, just from playing on through and finding them in the world, or you can get them using Legendary Crests in these Elder Rifts. Every Legendary Crest you use equals a Legendary Gem that you earn at the end of your battle. Now, you're going to need to get a whole bunch of those to combine them together and then to make a max level gem. This is probably the only part of the game right now, things could change, of course, the game's not even out yet, that is like a grindy part, because you can't choose the gems that you get. Look at me dying right here at the end. Who does that? But you can't choose the gems that you get. You have to get lucky and try and pull them. That's what Reforged Stones are all about, yada, yada, yada. That's another video in itself. But that right there is going to be another way for them to monetize, to further support the game. Because to be honest with you guys, I would love to see Diablo Immortal living and updated for 10 years. 10 years from now, I want to be on this channel still covering this game. And I anticipate it easily being at least for the next 5 years, just looking at the track record of Blizzard and how well they support their games. And I mean, like I said, on my other channel, I play Clash of Clans. That game's been out for 10 years. It's a mobile game, and it's still one of the most popular mobile games out right now, and one of the best performing mobile games on YouTube. So pretty crazy stuff. At the end of the day, this whole story, this whole video was about how Blizzard is looking out for us, for our enjoyment inside of the game, and they're giving us as much value as they possibly can while still making enough money to support their own game. I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait to play with you guys. This question actually, or this topic actually came from something brought up in my Discord server, which if you guys aren't a part of, it's part of the pinned comment down below or in the description of the video. Come on through, shoot around your ideas a little bit, and you never know when something that you thought of or something that you sparked in my mind is going to be part of a video. Or maybe you can even have your questions asked live on videos, because I do take voice note questions from you guys and do AMAs for you weekly. It's kind of cool. Also, this Sunday, Nemo and I are back with the Immortal podcast on Sunday around 11 or 12. I'm not sure this week because, you know, kids got sports we got to go to. I think he's got a football game or a baseball game or something. So I'll see you guys over there. Make sure you come through. Everything is linked down below if you're looking for anything. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day, guys, and be good.